Welcome back to the KB Money Show. It's your boy, KB. Today, what we're going to talk about is how I paid off over $140,000 in bad debt. Let's get into it. All right, so first, what we have to talk about is how did we end up here? We, meaning me and my wife. All right, so a lot of the debt was student loan debt, as you probably guessed. A little bit of and some car debt, very minimal credit card debt. We've always paid that off on a month to month basis. So first, let's start with, for me specifically, I went to college, so didn't get any full rides or anything. Didn't receive any money, so naturally I took out student loan debt. And so with that student loan debt, that was what, over 95,000, something like that. And then my wife, she also had student loan debt. And so what was that? Probably for me, let's just say 100. For my wife, let's just say she was at roughly about 30. And then I think we had another 10 or so in a car loan debt that needed to be paid. So that puts you at 140. It was more than that, but just give you a roundabout of what that looks like. And so, yeah, that was what our debt comprised of. Now, going back to the student loan debt, I took out student loan debt, and so undergrad, masters, all that, and the same with my wife with her undergrad. As it relates to the car loan, we were just coming to the tail end of finishing up car loan debt, and so that's how we ended up at the 145. Now that you know how we got there and the total amounts broken down that equaled up over 140,000, now what we got to talk about is what changed. Why did we even explore looking to pay it off? Well, what changed for me, looking to get married. And so getting married, I wanted to go into the marriage, being the head of the household, is with the game plan, a financial game plan of us always communicating and always working together and building together. So, we come from different backgrounds. We had different, I quickly noticed that we had different ways in the way we view money. And so for me, that was fine, but I wanted a way for us to get on the same page, and start off on a good foundation. So for us, so what I did was I had us join Financial Peace, just so we can, start the process of just working together and communicating. And so we took Financial Peace. And so that really helped us a lot with budgeting and things of that nature, but it also helped us talk through some of our debts and what our future goals were. And it was many lessons that we had to attend weekly. So it allowed us during the week to work through some of the exercises. And then that was more time together as we was growing and learning each other and just time together, like I said. And so that's what changed for me, is getting married and just wanting us to start off on the right foot, and me taking that initiative to do so to get us going. After taking Financial Peace, we got super inspired and motivated, and it was a goal that we can work on together, which I think was the most important thing, just period. And so we basically gamified the process of paying off debt. And we leveraged the snowball method just because it was easier for us to do it that way. So we took the lowest debt, which was the car, what was left on the car. Then we took my wife's lowest student loan debt. We stack ranked that, and we put that one next. And then we put the big bear one, and we had that one last that we was going to tackle. And so we just plowed through it. But what I uncovered was, you start building momentum, and it's something that you can't account for until you're actually in the process. And so when we were looking at it, we was like, man, it's probably gonna take about 3-4 years. But then as we started building momentum, we started rolling. And so we started getting excited. We leaned out pretty significantly. And in another video, I'll talk about the specific steps, but I'm just high level talking about the journey, and I'll get into the specifics. later. This is more of just encouragement that, hey, whatever the size of your debts are, it's not too large. And just put a plan in place and just work the plan. You'll eventually get there. Again, everyone's situation is different, so obviously you need to sit with someone to understand specifically how to approach it and customize it for you. But yeah, so anyway, going back to what I was talking about. So yeah, that's what we did, and so we snowballed it, got through it. We got really, really close during that process, but it was pretty cool. And yeah, I understand that. Hey, you shouldn't pay off all your debts. Maybe you should pay the minimum, and then you should aggressively invest and all that. What I've learned in this journey is this personal finance. Do what's best for you. A lot of people are going to have a lot of opinions about your finances. Some things that people recommend, it may resonate. Some other people, it may not resonate. You just got to figure out what works for you. It's different ways to skin the cat. You got a lot of people that's talking about leveraging a lot of money, borrowing a lot of money to build wealth, and you're talking about the side of the debt free, just pay cash everything. Your choice. Do what you want. My wife and I, we've chosen to be a little bit more conservative with our approach, and I'm good with that. That doesn't have to be your approach, but if it resonates, then hey, I'll share some of the things that we've done. My biggest thing is I want to continue to build wealth for sure, and continuously compound that versus taking one step forward, taking 2-3 steps back just because of I've taken on too much debt, et cetera, et cetera. So that's our approach, but maybe your approach might be a little bit different. So I've said all that to say, hey, the debt-free journey continues. 140,000 down, 120 to go. The mortgage only is the only thing that we have left. We about to get it. We about to knock that down, and then we'll be totally debt-free. So that's gonna be fun for us. So we'll bring you along the journey. Super excited. But this video, I wanted it to give you some inspiration. Maybe your number isn't 140, maybe it's 50, maybe it's 30, whatever the number is of consumer debt that you have. Let's knock out those student loans. Let's knock out that credit card debt. Let's knock off those car loans. As you know, that consumer debt is the enemy of building wealth. Well, until the next video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to click this next video. It's going to be over my right or my left, one of them, but it's going to give you the specific steps on how we've managed to pay off 140,000 so far on our debt-free journey. Catch you on the next one. Peace.